So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Guys, there's been a lot of talk since the offer yesterday. We know that Kell Brook's been offered £1.1 million to fight Terence Crawford. There's been a lot of debate. Is the money enough? Should Crawford's team offer Kell Brook more money? Does he deserve more money? I think Crawford's team, obviously they know that it's the pandemic. They don't want to offer Kell Brook a lot of money because of the current situation, because they can't afford it. However, I think it's a bit of a low ball offer. You know what? I was thinking to myself today, and one of my subscribers pointed this out. Naim Sham pointed out the fact that if he gets £1 million, right, which is the $1.5 million that he'll only take away probably 400,000 after tax, after paying manager, promoter, etc. He'll probably only leave 400 grand. You know, because at the end of the day, you've got to think about what you're going to be taking away, not what they're paying you, right? When Amir Khan got 5 million, right? Out of that 5 million, after paying promoter tax, he probably went away with about 3 to 3.5 million, possibly. Whereas Kell Brook's probably going to have 400k that's probably going to be left over. And for a fight of that magnitude, and a fight that's going to be so tough, in a fight that he's expected to lose, I'm pretty sure he wants to be paid. So for me, in the current situation, Kell Brook's name, which obviously we know isn't the same as Khan's name in terms of what Khan brings, his name's a lot bigger. You know, if you look at his career, his purses have been a lot more. He's been paid a lot more than Brook. So Brook can't expect to get the money that Khan got, whether it was the pandemic or not the pandemic. Brook's not on the same level commercially to ask for that kind of money. So he's got to be reasonable when he goes to the table. However, it is a low ball offer. It is a low ball offer in the sense that I think Brook should at least get $2 million. I think that's fair. I think that's fair in this current climate. The fact that Brook's got no options, but I think Crawford's team is trying to push it because they know Kell Brook's got nowhere to go, right? They know that Kell Brook's, this is probably going to be his biggest purse because Kell Brook won't get that kind of money with anybody else. I do think Kell Brook should ask for a little bit more. $2 million, I think, is fair. I don't think he's going to get. I don't know whether Crawford's team will give him more. Because they might think that Kell Brook can't get any more elsewhere. That's why Kell Brook's probably thinking about it. Kell Brook's is probably considering whether to take the offer. Because I'll tell you the situation that Kell Brook's in. Kell Brook could fight Liam Smith. But Kell Brook, in a recent interview, right, with IFL TV, stated, if Eddie Hearn pays me 7 figures to fight Liam Smith, I'll take the fight. Which means Kell Brook isn't even confident that he would get 7 figures to fight Liam Smith, which would be a big fight here. This is what I'm trying to say, that Kell Brook's purses aren't what we think they are. He hasn't made the big money like we think he has. Only in the Golovkin and Spence fight, Kell Brook made some serious money. But I don't think he's made, in the other fights that he's had, he's made a lot of money. So someone's pointed out this may be his 3rd highest payday. Possibly. It may be. I wouldn't be shocked if it is. But you've got to take into account it's a global pandemic. He's not going to get the money that he thinks he should get or he deserves. But I do think he should get $2 million. I think that would be fair in this current climate. I don't think he's going to get any more than that. He may not even get any more. They may not even offer him any more. Remember, when Lopez and Lomachenko fought, Lomachenko had to take the pay cut in order to make the fight. Bob Arum wasn't willing to sway. So he may not be willing to sway. It may be one of them where it's £1 million, £1.1 million, take it or leave it. And Kell Brook, is he really in a position where he can afford to say, no, I want more? Has he got the options out there where he can afford to do that? Remember, when Khan got the $5 million, they knew Khan had the carrot of the Brook fight, which was going to pay him more. According to Eddie Hearn, Amir Khan could have got double what he got to fight Terence Crawford. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think he would have got $10 million to fight Kell Brook. I just don't agree with that. But that's what Eddie Hearn said. Amir Khan said that he would get a little bit more to fight Kell Brook. It just say if he got $6.5 million to fight Kell Brook, right? Still up more. So that's why they had to pay Khan more. With Brook, they know Brook's got nowhere to go. They know there's no Khan fight for Brook. There's no other fight out there that's going to pay him this kind of money. Brook himself said the Liam Smith fight, he'll only take it if he gets 7 figures. So he's not even sure if the Liam Smith fight pays him 7 figures. So, Top Rank, no, Brook's got nowhere to go. Brook got no one to fight, and he's desperate for a big fight. So they've, in my opinion, lowballed him. But let's see whether Kell Brook decides to take it, or Kell Brook thinks, you know what, I'm going to hold my ground. Because Crawford's got nowhere to go either. He's got no options. I don't know. I don't know whether Kell Brook will do that. It's a tricky situation for both men. But Kell Brook, for me, will consider it. I won't be shocked if he takes it. Won't be shocked. Because if he takes it, right, you have to give Kell Brook a lot of credit for the fact that he'd be taking a risky fight for what we know would be a low ball offer, really. He should be getting offered more than that to fight one of the best fighters in the world, right? £1 million for a former world champion is, you know, who's got a decent name in the UK. If the thing is, if the fight happens in the US, then it's probably fair. He probably doesn't deserve more than £1 million because he doesn't bring much to the table in America. But if the fight happens in the UK, then that's a very low ball offer, right? But I'd assume if Top Rank are making the offer, they're the ones that are going to be hosting the event in America. So then, is it unfair? I don't know. Because like I said, Kell Brook doesn't bring much when in America. That's the problem. So I'm not sure. Listen, I think Kell Brook should get about $2 million, especially if the fight's happening here in the UK, which makes all sense. The fight doesn't make sense for the fight to happen in US because it's not a big fight at all. It's not going to do big numbers at all. It's not. The fight here is potentially a pay-per-view fight. I'm not saying it does crazy numbers, pay-per-view wise, but still it's a bigger fight here than it is in the US. That's my take on it. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.